KNDY.
And good evening. Welcome into high school basketball action here from Frankfort, Kansas, as we get sub-state basketball action underway on the boys' side. Max Blasky with you here on FM 95.5, online at KNDYradio.com, and, of course, in the free KNDY mobile app. This will be a third meeting for two teams that have been up this year as the Frankfort boys come into the contest, the fifth overall seed in the Class 1A Division I. Centralia sub-state, it'll be the Onaga Buffaloes, their opponent, the 12th seed in this sub-state. Coming off a whirlwind of overtime victory for the Frankfort girls last night in Washington County, 57-55, double overtime win for the Frankfort girls. The boys will look to punch their ticket to second-round action with a victory here tonight. Again, third time these two teams have met up. We'll preview that second game here and bring you starters when we come back here on KNDY.
Wanklin Oil is proud to serve the community with propane, gas, and diesel fuel right to your home or farm. Family owned and operated, they'll deliver your fuel with an old-fashioned personal touch. Their dependable quality service at the lowest price available makes them a leader in the field. In addition to propane and diesel, they also offer tank repair, sales, and service. For your fuel and heating needs, Wanklin Oil is just a call away. 800-794-2019. They have the energy since 1926.
Landall Company in Marysville is now hiring for various positions. Excellent pay, growth potential, and outstanding benefits that include annual wage reviews, incentive bonus with 60% of profits given back to employees, attendance bonus, comprehensive insurance plan with $500 deductible, paid time off, paid holidays, 401k, and much more. Apply online at landall.com or phone 785-562-5381. EEO Vets and Disability welcome.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
Warm up with preseason savings on New Holland utility tractors from Can-Equip. Get 0% deals or cash back offers on PowerStar, T5, Workmaster Utility, and T6 models. These powerful, comfortable tractors deliver from 40 to 126 PTO horsepower. Warm up with preseason savings now at Can-Equip in Marysville. Offers end March 31st. For commercial use only. Customer participation subject to credit qualification and CNH Industrial Capital America LLC approval. Standard terms, conditions, and other restrictions apply. Down payment may be required.
And welcome back to high school basketball coverage here on KNDY. It's the Frankfort boys and the Onaga boys getting ready to tip off in round one of the Class 1A Division I Centralia Sub-State. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by M&R Auto Parts, the First National Bank in Frankfort, the Frankfort Area News, Wanklin Oil, F&A Construction, Parthimer Electric of Frankfort, Trailers for You, Frankfort Community Care Home, the Animal Clinic PA in Frankfort, Flint Hills Mechanical and HVAC, Blue Valley Technologies, and Landall Company. This will be the third time these two teams met up. If you were with us last night, it was the third time the Washington girls tangled with the Frankfort girls, and it was the Frankfort girls coming away with a 2-point double overtime win, their first victory since the middle of December. The Frankfort boys come into this contest, though, a little different season. They are 15-6. They are the fifth overall seed in this tournament. Onaga is 2-17. They are the 12th seed. Again, the last time these two teams met up here in Frankfort, it was a call that I was on. Frankfort won 55-34. They won the first meeting of this season, 63-35. But in their last meeting back on February 4th, it was Wes Anderson that led the way for the Frankfort boys with 18 points, while Lane Loizo pitched in 16 on the victory. There's a lot at stake here tonight as we get ready for sub-state, but let's bring you starters now. First for the Onaga Buffaloes, similar starting lineup to last time. It'll be at point guard, Maddox Honas, the 5'8" sophomore. All around the do-it-all scorer, Jackson Coulterman, the 6-foot senior, that is second on this team in scoring at 11.4 points per game. Starting at small forward, Keegan Vinneberg, the 6-foot junior, averaging 4.5 points per game. Tristan Kuhlman at power forward, the 6'4" sophomore. Down low, pitching in 2 points per game. And Kason Humplis, the 6'4" sophomore, averaging almost a double-double this season, 12.5 points, 9.5 rebounds. As for Frankfort, very similar lineup as we've seen since the start of the season. Out front, Wes Anderson, the 5'11" junior point guard, with Ty Smith, the 6-foot senior guard. At small forward, Lane Loizo, a 6'2" senior. Down low, it'll be Carter Olson, 6'1" senior, and Fred Rosequist, the 6'2" junior. we're going to get ready here for game action. One more timeout, and it's tip-off here on KNDY.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's a standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
I love my community bank because I received personal service after hours. When I was in a bind at a store, I made a quick phone call and they helped me resolve the problem. They were there for me when I really needed it. At First National Bank, they're not just my banker. They're my neighbor, friend, and an active part of my community.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, 93 years of complete banking service, proud to be a community bank, member FDIC.
F&A Construction will build it right. Call today for a quick quote if you're building, remodeling, or adding on. Enjoy your home more and increase its value with F&A Construction. They'll tackle your every project to make sure it's done right. For complete construction services, call on F&A Construction today at 292-4692. That's 292-4692.
Hop in, let's go to Honeyman Ford in Seneca, the best place to be.
Skip the drive. Come see us right here in Marysville, Kansas. At Honeyman Auto Sales and Service, you will find the same honest sales experience backed by the same reliable service. With the same goals in mind, our Marysville location is sure to provide you with a satisfying vehicle experience. Find us on Facebook or stop in at 1122 Pony Express Highway today.
Have you driven a Honeyman Ford lately?
Max Blasky back with you here from Frankfort High School. Again, first round action here tonight as we get ready for postseason action. Winner of this contest will move on to face the winner of the Bishop Seabury Wakefield game going on this evening too as well. We're going to get it started though here from Frankfort. Frankfort in their home whites. Red Frankfort on the chest, red numbers front and back. Onaga will be in their road blacks. White and Onaga on the chest with numbers front and back. Jump circle, it is Jackson Coulterman and Elaine Loizo. First tip is won by the Wildcats, and off we go. Frankfort will work left or right to left here as we see it from the stage in Frankfort. First handoff, Carter Olson gets inside, sneaking for some help, gets it off the Rosequist, misses his first shot, but offensive board where Carter Olson drops in for the first points for the way of Frankfort. Right in front of the Frankfort student section here at the high school, so we'll try and keep that crowd noise to a minimum. But a raucous crowd here this evening, hoping to root their boys on to a sub-state victory. Frankfort had an opportunity last year, got all the way, memory serves correct, to a championship contest, but fell to Clifton Clyde in the Rock Hill sub-state, 61-43. The Wildcats looking for a run here at state, their first one since the 2019-20 season. Onaga turns it over on their first offensive possession. So good start here for Frankfort. Anderson winds up a left wing three shot, no good. Defensive board pulled down there by Kason Huffless. Again, Huffless almost averaging a double-double this season for the Buffaloes. Comes into this contest averaging 12.5 points per game, 9.5 rebounds to go along with a block per contest, as it's a young Onaga Buffaloes team, but led by the senior out top, Jackson Coulterman. Scrum for the ball as it's tipped away by Carter Olson. It'll be a jump ball possession. Now will stay with Onaga. Looking at the Frankfort Wildcats, if this is your first time catching into them, keep a hold of Wes Anderson. The sharpshooting junior leads the Wildcats in scoring this season at just over 15.5 points per game, shooting at a clip of 35%, already over 800 points in his high school career. Easily will get into 1,000 when next season rolls around. But a solid Wildcats team that boasts some experience in the three seniors, Ty Smith, Lane Loizo, and Carter Olson. Senior Chase Stahlbaumer will come off the bench. Inbound pass going to be tipped away. It'll stay with Onaga. This is a Frankfort team, too, defensively, that under second-year head coach Adam Schreiner, they hang their hat on that side of the ball. 46 points per game. In their last four meetings, Frankfurt's been outscored Onaga 230-124. That's a margin of victory of 26.5 points per game. In the last four meetings, that has been dominated by Frankfort historically. A little runner inside will be off the glass, no good from Keegan Finneberg. As head coach for the boys, Jason Playcamp, will go quickly to the bench. Three at the other end. Ty Smith is down. Ty Smith, the 6-foot senior, averaging 8.5 points per game coming into this contest. making 1-3 right on the money a game. So there it is. Let's see if we can go above those averages here tonight. Pass is going to be tipped away inside, and first substitution for the Buffaloes will be called on Luke Powell, the 5'6" freshman. First one off the bench for Onaga. Buffaloes get it inside. The Huffless gets a shot up and down, and he's going to draw a first personal foul now on Fred Rosequist, the 6'2" junior, down low. Provides the muscle for this Frankfort team. Of course, the big, lengthy 6'8" senior Chase Stahlbaumer also provides excellent size for a Frankfort team that might need it if this postseason continues the way they want it to. Of course, we'll take a look at how Sub-State's shaking out here in this one as this contest goes on. Huffless goes 1 for 2 from the stripe, make it 5-1 here early first quarter action. 5:30 left to play first quarter. Wildcats' early lead have not looked back yet since inside-out action. Olsen, a 3, off the rim, no good. Offensive board, Ty Smith, right block, up, a lot of contact and a foul will send Ty Smith to the line. Already the third or fourth offensive rebound that we have seen from Frankfort tonight, as they like to get after the boards, as that foul will go on Kason Huffless, 6'4" sophomore, on his first. Smith at the line, calmly knocks down the first one. Ty Smith, a 52% free throw shooter on the season, looks smooth on his first attempt, already hit a 3. Now knocks down 2 free throws, 5 early points for the senior Ty Smith. I saw a few times here at the TVL tournament in Frankfort. Could be the engine that helps this Frankfort team run all the way to a state tournament run, hopefully. Inside, Kason Huffless, nice little turnaround off that right shoulder. He drops that in over Rosequist, not one to pick up that second foul. Onaga looks like they're boxed in wanting Wes Anderson, I think. No, I think they're going straight man-to-man, but face guarding Wes Anderson to start here early on. Not exactly sure. There's a long shot for the one. It's a 3-ball from Carter Olsen. Frankfort coming out here hot early on. They are 5 for 7 from the floor. Here's a steal by Loizo. Lane running. Has a one-on-one to the rim. Up and no. But offensive board being fought for, and it'll stay here with Frankfort. Good athletic take there by Lane Loizo. Averaging second leading scorer on the season at just over 13.1 points per game. A little flip pass inside will be shot by Loizo. Miss. Offensive board, Rosequist. The Rosequist can't finish that one, so Frankfort goes empty on 2 tries at the lane. The last time these two teams met, Frankfort got a lot more shots off than did Onaga, and that was part of the deal right there, a turnover by the Buffaloes. Onaga committed 11 TOs last time. Smith dials up a 3, but misses that one a right wing. Last time these two teams met up, Onaga went 13 of 35 from the floor, while Frankfort went 22 for 47, shot at a 47% clip to come out with the second straight win over Onaga. Again, a series that's been dominated by Frankfort as of late. Inside, the big Huffless can't get that one to drop down from the right block. Frankfort running. Ty Smith right to the rim. And good for Ty Smith. A quick timeout will be taken by Jason Claycamp of the Buffaloes, and we'll take it with them. Frankfort jumps out to an early 12-3 lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Every week, stay informed and connected with the Frankfort community top stories by getting the Frankfort Area News, a small-town newspaper dedicated to their subscribers, advertisers, and community. Established in 1991, the Frankfort Area News is the official paper of the City of Frankfort, City of Vermilion, and USD 380. They love hearing from their readers. If you have a story, wedding, birth, or something you think local readers would enjoy, or to subscribe, get in touch with the Frankfort Area News, 785-292-4726.
Frankfort off here to a hot shooting start. They shoot over 40% as a team from the floor on the season. Here early on, they only have 5, now make that 6 misses compared to their 5 makes. So they're close to 50% already for Frankfort. 12-3 early on is that score. All 3 points for Onaga. to the big man down low, Kason Huffless, as the Wild Buffaloes will work their way around this man-to-man defense here for Frankfort. Again, under second year, Adam Schreiner really prides themselves on this defense. Inside little floater will be missed, but offensive board by Huffless as they keep trying to work it into Kason down low. Wildcats did a good job on him last time, held him to 7 points all in the first half, and that was a runaway victory, 55-34 for Frankfort, as the Wildcats jumped out to a 21-7 lead at the first quarter. Smith attacks baseline, stops from 7 feet up and drops that one down. Ty Smith out here hot early on. Already 9 points here early on for Ty. 14-5 makes that score. Onaga working a little weave action out top in this man-to-man. Someone loses Huffless inside and can't do that. Kason Huffless, all the offense for the Buffaloes so far here tonight. He has all 7. The Buffaloes answer bucket for bucket. Loizo bumps inside from the left block. Shot up, no good on the quick turnaround from Lane. He's 0 for 3, but good opportunities at the line. During that timeout, first substitution for Frankfort came in. It's going to be Porter Colvin, the 5'10 junior. The other end, 3 ball is down for Jackson Coulterman. Coulterman, the second leading scorer on this team at 11.4 per contest. He's dropped 20 in a couple contests already this season. Frankfort won't let him to get hot. Rosequist works inside against Huffless. Fred can't get that one to drop down as Frankfort from right inside the arc. Not too good here early on. From the elbow, that bucket drops down for Tristan Coulterman. All of a sudden, it's a 2-point gain, and head coach Adam Schreiner takes a timeout. It's a full TO. We'll take it with them. 14-12 is our first quarter score here on KNDY.
Thank you for calling Big Tech. Your wait time is approximately 25 minutes.
This Valentine's Day, break up with the big guys and fall in love with faster, more reliable internet connection with Blue Valley Technologies. It's okay for things to move fast with symmetrical speeds and no data caps. We'll always be here for you with our 24/7 technical support. If you're looking for a lasting internet connection, call 877-876-1228.
Hi there, Chad Kramer here from Kramer Oil. Fuel costs for 2025 might be the last thing on your mind, but now's the perfect time to lock them in. As a family business, we take pride in delivering quality service you can count on. We've been here for you and will keep fueling your future. That's why we're offering a chance to secure your fuel rates for 2025. Don't wait. Call us at 785-562-2466 to book your fuel needs. Kramer Oil, fueling your future with confidence and a handshake you can trust.
What was just a 14-7 advantage for Frankfort has quickly turned into only a 2-point deficit for Onaga. Let's see what the Wildcats have in this final 103. Olsen lines up a 3. That's off the front of the rim. No good. Rosequist pulls down the offensive board, and a foul. No, it's travel will be called on Frankfort. So Onaga now with the opportunity to take their first lead of the contest or tie it up here in the first quarter. Can you get the sub-state, throw all the past experiences out the window? Stolen away by Loizo. All around at the other end. Throws the monster jam down. Does Lane Loizo for his first bucket of the night. Athletic Loizo got up, threw down a huge jam on the breakaway run, making it a 4-point lead for Frankfort. Inside, a little upsy-daisy shot will be missed by Onaga. Offensive board, though, Jackson Coulterman makes his own miss and puts it in 4-2. Back and forth we go here in a high-scoring first quarter, 16-14. Frankfort will have the last shot. Top side, Loizo trying to figure out this Onaga defense. Running a screen for Anderson. Left wing thought about a 3 with 4. And now a foul will be called on Maddox Honus. Probably not the worst foul you can imagine out on that far side. So far, Wes Anderson 0 for 1 from the floor. We've seen him heat up, though. I'm sure we'll get this one going. Quick substitution as Chase Stahlbaumer will check in for the final 3.5 seconds. He will check Fred Rosequist so he doesn't pick up that second personal foul. Substitution 2 is Keegan Vinneberg will check back in for the Buffaloes. so Tristan Kuhlman will take a seat on the bench. 3.5 on the shot clock. Frankfort with the ball on their side of half court. Anderson to the corner. Fader three. That's way off. And that is how we end that first quarter. Onaga hangs with the Wildcats. It's 16-14. We'll be back with second quarter action on KNDY after this.
Call Parthimer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthimer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthimer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthimer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthimer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthimer Electric in Frankfort.
Landall Company in Marysville is now hiring for various positions. Excellent pay, growth potential, and outstanding benefits that include annual wage reviews, incentive bonus with 60% of profits given back to employees, attendance bonus, comprehensive insurance plan with $500 deductible, paid time off, paid holidays, 401k, and much more. Apply online at landall.com or phone 785-562-5381. EEO Vets and Disability welcome.
The last time these two teams met up, it was a big advantage at the end of the first quarter, 21-7. In that game, Onaga shot only 37% here at Frankfort. But in this first quarter, it is the Onaga Buffaloes that go 6 for 9 from the floor. Frankfort 6 for 16, though. They got a lot of shots in the paint, just couldn't get them to fall. Olsen a three straight on. Misses that one. The Wiseau offensive board. That's one thing Frankfort has done extremely well in the first quarter. Three ball, Wes Anderson, bang! Count that one down for Wes's first bucket. It's back up to a 5-point advantage. Again, trying to figure out what Onaga is running defensively. It's almost, I think it's a triangle in two, as they've got two defenders just setting down along that baseline, daring Frankfort to shoot. Again, Frankfort not the most efficient from the outside, as their best three-point shooter is Anderson, at 35 per game. Inside ball is going to be tipped away. Jump ball will be called as Chase Dahlmalmer gets tangled up with Kason Huffless. 6'4", 6'8", two of the bigger bodies you're going to see here in the TVL this season. Again, first-round action in the Class 1A Division I Centralia Sub-State. Winner will move on to face off either Bishop Seabury or Wakefield. And what is, I said earlier today, probably one of the best sub-states in this state of Kansas. We'll get into that here if we get some time at halftime. As Onaga looking for a bucket, trailing by 5. Jackson Coulterman, how did he get that one to go? He started on the left block, ended up on the right box, threw it up without looking, dropped it down, and won. The foul will go on the Wildcats. Chase Dahlbaumer and Coulterman at the line for a chance to make this a 1-point game. What do we got here? Yeah, one shot. Yep, and one, boys. Got that made. Substitution will allow Tristan Kuhlman to come in. Huffless will take a seat on the bench. Jackson Coulterman now second leading scorer for Onaga in this contest with 7 points. Has the opportunity to drop 20 on any given night. Now he's got 8. Let's make sure Frankfort keeps him in line. For the Wildcats, it was Ty Smith in that first quarter who had 9 points. He was 3 for 4 from the floor. He fires up a 3 here. That one's off the rim. No good. Big athletic board by Lane Loiseau. Little handoff, high-low action. Kicks it out. Olsen, right corner 3. Got that one for Carter Olsen. His second triple here tonight. But it was all set up by Ty Smith taking that shot attempt. And again, offensive rebound here for Frankfort. I don't keep track of that stat, but the Wildcats at least 6 or 8 early on. Little breakdown defensively for the Wildcats as Luke Cole gets into the action with his first bucket. A foul will be called, though, on the defensive side at the other end. Again, 2 second-year head coaches here in this one. Head coach Adam Schreiner, alumni for the Wildcats, 30-15 in his tenure. Head coach Jason Claycamp, not near as fruitful for the Buffaloes, only 3-37 in his 2 years. There's the home crowd cheer for Wes Anderson as he drills his second triple in this quarter. Quickly back up to a 25-19 lead for Frankfort. And it was 14-7 at one point in the first quarter. Onaga cut it down to just a 6-point lead for Frankfort. All the way up and under, Jackson Coulterman starting to get what he wants underneath the basket. Make it double digits already for Jackson, and we've got a 4-point game. Loizo spins inside well short with that left hand. Lane, a thunderous right-handed dunk on his steal earlier in the contest, but other than that, 0 for 4 from the floor as he's going to take a seat to the bench. Head coach Adam Schreiner will go big with Chase Stahlbaumer. Olsen, Stahlbaumer, Rosequist, Smith, and Anderson out there for the Wildcats. For Onaga, it'll be Honus, Kuhlman, Huffless down low, along with the guard positions of Venneberg and Coulterman. About 12-foot shot from the right block is way off from Jason Huffless. Anderson off and running, finds Ty Smith, but a foul will be committed about half court. That one goes on Maddox Honus, now his second on the sophomore. Again, a fairly young Onaga team. They only have one senior, and that is Jackson Coulterman. Jason Huffless, again, a big part of what the Buffaloes have been able to do this season. Sophomore only is averaging a double-double on 7 points in that first quarter. Frankfort leading by 4. Wes Anderson works his way inside. It's going to be tipped away off a foot. Will stay now with the Frankfort Wildcats. Again, if you didn't join us last night, the Frankfort girls with an instant classic, a 57-55 double overtime win at Washington County. So Frankfort boys trying to do the same and punch their ticket into second-round action of this sub-state. This is the same bracket of the sub-state. It also has Centralia and Blue Valley playing tonight over at Centralia. We'll check on that score coming up here in just a little bit at halftime. Shot inside from Olsen will be a miss. Now Onaga will control. 4:37 left to play here in the second quarter. Steal by Olsen. Carter off and running. Lays it up and down for 2 for Carter Olsen, and a timeout will be taken by Onaga. We'll take it with them. Frankfort pushes their lead up to 6. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
At Sunflower Community Credit Union, we're proud to give back to our community through initiatives like Debit for a Difference, a program that provides local educators with grants for their classrooms, which helps them make a difference in our schools, along with Save at School, an innovative way for students to learn the value of saving money. Kids can open their very own savings account, making financial education fun and accessible. Join Sunflower Community Credit Union in Marysville and become part of a financial family committed to your success and the success of our community.
When caring for someone you care for, let Frankfort Community Care Home offer you peace of mind. Rooted in community and activity, your loved ones will live in a home where life is worth living. A care-first approach that's unique to each resident's likes and dislikes, needs and preferences is what sets Frankfort Community Care Home apart. With staff that will go the extra mile to enhance residents' total well-being in a loving environment, Frankfort Community Care Home continues to be a home with a heart.
Out of the timeout, Frankfort goes with some full-court pressure and leads to a missed 3 from Kason Huffless. Wildcats now off and running. Swing pattern left side. Olsen thinks about a 3, but thinks better. Drives inside, kicks in Loizo. Lane's been cold, but off the glass and up for 2. Lane Loizo, his second bucket, makes this an 8-point game. Missed pass, mishandled by Onaga, but it'll be taken into the hands of Huffless. Huffless now trying to break the pressure by himself. Frankfort doing a good job of getting back defensively. Ball tipped up, turnover. Onaga, now they're 6th in the game compared to just 1 unofficially for Frankfort. Top side, Anderson clapping for it, gets it. Now swings it back, Olsen. Lines up a 3, hand in his face. Not that one. There for Carter. Back and forth action we go here in this contest. In the last time these two teams met up, it was a dominating 35-23 lead at halftime for Frankfort. It's just an 8-point game here. Loizo will get the steal, throws it down, and a technical will be called on Lane Loizo. So I guess let me rephrase this one. Lane gets the steal. He was called out of bounds in front of the official scorebooks here at Frankfort. Lane continued on to the basket and threw it down, kind of a demonstrative one, just like he had earlier and the far side ref then called a technical on Lane Loizo, so a personal foul will be assessed to him. Honestly, you don't see very many dunks in high school, but I don't know if I've ever seen a technical assessed after the whistle had blown, and it wasn't really that vulgar of a throwdown. Nonetheless, leads to a Jackson Coulterman free throw attempt. He goes 1 for 2 from the line. And again, that personal foul, only the first on Lane, but the second or third time that Onaga will go to the right side of their offense, and either Loizo or Olsen just sitting there ready to pick that pass off. Listening to head coach Jason Claycamp in that last timeout, that's been his issue so far early on, is these turnovers. And it's led to at least 4 or 6 Frankfort points. 2-point advantage, 29-22. I say 2, 7-point advantage. 3-ball Onaga. He's going to make it 4. That'll be Tristan Kuhlman, who drops down his first bucket, make it his second bucket of the night. At the other end, trying to work one for Wes Anderson. Gets to the free throw line, stops, pops. Smooth as silk from Wes Anderson. It's 0 for 2 in the first quarter, now 3 for 3 for 8 points for Wes, and it's right back up to a 6-point lead for Frankfort. They work it inside, does the Buffaloes. Shot off, no good. Good defense from Chase Stahlbaumer as Keegan Vinneberg can't find the bucket from short range. Wildcats now looking to extend this 6-point lead. Olsen attacks left block. He's cut off nicely by this Onaga defense. Again, I think in a 3-2 or a triangle and 2 zone as Ty Smith lines up a triple from the right wing. He misses that one. Smith came out hot, was 3 for 4 from the floor, 2 free throws for 9 points. Since then, it's cooled down. We go under 2 minutes, 31-25. Shot inside is missed by Huffless. Off and running again are the Wildcats. Talked about the defense earlier. The offense has taken a major step in improvement, averaging north of 53 points per game this year, as each year this Frankfort team has improved. Substitution now, Porter Colvin and Lane Loizo will check back in. Chase Stahlbaumer and Ty Smith will find a seat on the bench. 1:43 left to play before halftime. Coming up at half, we'll take a peek at national news weather as well as results from last night's sub-state action and take a peek at how action around the state is going on this evening. Porter Colvin attacks, stops in the middle of the paint, looking for some help, kicks it out right wing to Loizo. Loizo backs up, Fader 3, shot no good, tipped around, taken by Olsen. Olsen through the lane and 2 for Carter Olsen. Again, Frankfort not afraid to shoot. They put up 16 shots in the first quarter compared to only 9 for Onaga. Of course, Onaga a lot more selective. They were 6 for 9, but more offensive boards for Frankfort, and that'll be important for this team if they want to have success this year. Jackson Coulterman left side, kicks it out. Nothing doing for Onaga offense as we go under 60 seconds. Little floater inside to Huffless. Drops it down. No, he misses the bunny. It's still going. Case in a second opportunity. Still tipped around and finally taken by Loizo. Case and Huffless now 0 for 4 from the floor in this second quarter. Quickly pushing the pace is Wes Anderson, and a block will be called on Keegan Vinneberg. The 6-foot junior picks up his first personal foul. Low foul totals here. We haven't seen free throws except for and one opportunities and the technical fouls. Flat 4 across for Frankfort, looking for Loizo. Left block, beautiful pass, but misses the bunny. Does Lane Loizo. Can't get anything to go inside tonight. At the other end, 3-ball Onaga. That's off. Good board pulled down on Wes Anderson. Let's see if Frankfort holds for the last shot here in this one. Loizo left block, gives to a streaking Rosequist. Now on the right side of the lane. Get no shot clock here in Frankfort for Sub-State as Olsen lines up a 3 off the rim. No good. That's going to be a personal foul. Porter Coleman going over the back. 4th on Frankfort. And the Wildcats go empty on that possession. Stahlbaumer will check in for Rosequist. As Honus Maddox will also check in, or Maddox Honus, the first and last name's confused on there, and he'll check in for Keegan Vinneberg. Onaga will have it with the last shot. Honus across the timeline, working left to right. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Left wing With it is Powell. Powell looking to drive inside. Stops, gets it off to Colterman. Colterman free throw line shot. No good. Board pulled down by Frankfort, and that will send us into halftime. Your halftime score, Frankfort Wildcats leading the Onaga Buffaloes 33-25. We'll be back to recap the first half after this. Again, your halftime score, 33 Frankfort, 25 Onaga.
Trailers for You would like to remind you to give them a call to book your Hogemeyer and Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed. The yield advantages are in the data for corn and soybeans. This is Jane Studer with Trailers for You, located at the corner of Highway 9 and 99 in Frankfort. If you're wanting to upgrade to a Merit stock trailer or a travel-long dump or flatbed trailer, give us a call at 785-292-4166. They're also booking your net wrap for next year. Call Trailers for You at 785-292-4166. Go Cats!
Planning new construction? If it's an outbuilding, storage, home addition, or a new home, the pros at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber will help you put together everything you need from start to finish. They can help you with your design with recommendations and cost estimates, helping you find the right product at the right price. And it's delivered free for you when you're ready when you shop local. Everything you need for your dream home or a simple shed is at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber. Visit with them today.
Flint Hills Mechanical is a call away for your plumbing work, heating, and air conditioning. Backed up or won't drain? Call Flint Hills Mechanical. New and existing plumbing work, plus heating and air conditioning, as well as custom sheet metal service. Call on Flint Hills Mechanical. Find them on Facebook or give them a shout at 785-313-0103. Flint Hills Mechanical, Frankfort.
If your four-legged friend is in need of quality care, call on the compassionate team at the Animal Clinic in Frankfort. Their experienced team of veterinarians are dedicated to the health of your pets or herd. From routine checkups to state-of-the-art medical procedures, call the office at 785-292-4628 or schedule an appointment online at animalclinicpa.com. Treating with compassion and dedication, count on the Animal Clinic in Frankfort, where your pet's health is their top priority.
Max Blasky back with you from Frankfort halftime. Your halftime score 33-25. Frankfort is led in this contest by Ty Smith. He has 9 points. Carter Olson actually leads the way, if this announcer could do his math. Carter Olson with 10 points. Ty Smith with 9. Wes Anderson with 8. Lane Loizo with 4. As for the Onaga Buffaloes, Jackson Colterman leads the way with 11 points, 7 for Kason Huffless, 5 for Tristan Kuhlman, and 2 for Luke Powell. Frankfort goes 7 for 14 from the floor in that second quarter. Onaga goes 4 for 11 as the Frankfort Wildcats lead the Onaga Buffaloes 33-25. As the Classic Cats of Frankfort get us going into halftime, we'll take a timeout. National News, Weather, and Sports before second half action takes over KNDY. Coming up next.
KNDY has been your sports leader of local teams since the days of leather helmets. Well, okay, not that long, but since the days before the Blue Valley and Nemaha Valley Leagues combined, for over 40 years, KNDY has been your source for scores, interviews, and live play-by-play action of your favorite teams all season long. The game and technology may have changed, but our coverage remains the same. KNDY, your area sports leader, on air, online, and on our mobile app.
And Max Blasky back here with you from Frankfort High School. Halftime score 33-25. Want to pass along a few updates for you. Mentioned the Washington County boys just moments ago. They are trailing the Rural Vista 24-19 at the end of the first quarter. Centralia boys are up on Blue Valley 28-19 at halftime break, while it's all Lynn in the Class 1A Division II substate. They're up on Center 40-20 at half. There's some interest, though, in this substate. I mentioned it, maybe one of the toughest substates in the state of Kansas. 10 of the 13 teams have 9 or more wins on the season. 2 teams are ranked inside the top 10 of the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association's final polls. That's Lawrence Bishop Seabury Academy and Burlingame. Right now at halftime, Bishop Seabury is up big on Wakefield, 42-12. Again, winner of this game will go on to face winner of that contest too as well. Some other good teams. Top seed in this bracket, Lincoln, and that before-mentioned Burlingame game at the bottom, the number 2 overall seed. We'll take a 30-second break. When we come back, it's second half action from Frankfort live on KNDY.
Thank you for calling Big Tech. Your wait time is approximately 25 minutes.
This Valentine's Day, break up with the big guys and fall in love with faster, more reliable internet connection with Blue Valley Technologies. It's okay for things to move fast with symmetrical speeds and no data caps. We'll always be here for you with our 24/7 technical support. If you're looking for a lasting internet connection, call 877-876-1228.
16 more minutes to see who moves on to second round action of this sub-state. Good Frankfort boys looking for their first trip to state since the 2019-20 season. That was led by head coach Nick Anderson. Frankfort boys, their last title and their only title in school history, came back in the 2011-22 season. Or excuse me, not their only. Looking at the score sheets up here right now, that was their second title in school history, to go along with quite a few golf titles and a football championship, of course, in 1996. A little runner for Carter Olson will start us off here at halftime. Got a score update. Olson now with 14 points as he scored double in that, or a dozen, in that first half. 7 points in the second, 5 points in the first. Again, only 4 Wildcats scored. That was Olson, Ty Smith with 9, Wes Anderson with 8, and Lane Loizo with 4. As for Onaga, who just turned the ball over to start off this second half, they were led by Jackson Coulterman with 11, 7 for Cason Uplis, 5 for Tristan Kuhlman, and 2 for Luke Powell. Cason Uplis, the 6'4 sophomore, and all 7 of his in the first quarter. Anderson offensively here will get us started for the Wildcats. Just a step inside the free throw line and the smooth shooting. Wes Anderson now in double digits. Don't like the big favorites in the TVL. Watching Wes Anderson operate on the basketball floor, but sometimes poetry in motion, and it was there. Miscommunication down low for Onaga. Second possession now with a turnover after 7 unofficially in the first half. Frankfort only 1 turnover in that first half that I hard marked down. That came back in the first quarter. Again, Onaga had this game down to at least 2. Anderson fires up another 3 and drains it, but it's been all Frankfort the back half of the second quarter, as it's now ballooned up to a 15-point advantage, 40-25. Ball sits around. Coulterman drives. That's off his foot. Again, turnover Onaga, and back come with it. Here come the Wildcats. Again, sub-state action starting to shake out. Frankfort girls punched their ticket with a double overtime win last night at Washington. They will take on 4-seeded Clifton Clyde on Saturday. Anderson another? No, not that one, but skying for the board is Carter Olson. He puts it back, can't get the bunny to go. But great effort here tonight so far by the Frankfort Wildcats on the offensive board. They are dominating that aspect of this game. Coming into the contest, Loizo averaged 7.5 boards, and Frankfort, and that's total. Frankfort as a team only averaged about 6 offensive rebounds per game. They have that in the first half, and now look to continue it here into the second. A good reminder, talking about that Frankfort girls game, if you want to listen back live, go to the KNDYradio.com. Underneath the sports podcast tab, you can listen back to any of our KNDY broadcasts whenever you like. Foul will be called inside on Wes Anderson as he went striking for the ball. Again, low foul totals for both teams. Jackson Coulterman off the inbound 3 will be missed. Ripped down with the board is Loizo. Lane quickly up to Carter in the right corner against this Onaga defense that I believe right now is swifted into a man-to-man. They've dropped off Olson and they've dropped off Rosequist. Olson right to the rim. This is, again, the second bunny here in this half. Olson was leading scorer with 12 points in that first half, but it started this second off 1 for 3. Steal, no. Foul will be called on Lane Loizo. Going tough for that ball. Again, Lane with 2 steals, 1 dunk that counted, 1 dunk that got him a technical after the whistle was blown, after he stepped out of bounds. Trying to go for a second one there. Frankfort team does get after it offensively. Both Anderson and Smith average almost 2 steals a game, while Olsen and Loizo average over 1.5. Frankfort gets after it again defensively this year under second-year head coach as they've improved each year under Adam Schreiner. Shot inside will be a miss here from Tristan Kuhlman. Get pass to Smith, left wing. He's going to be fouled by Maddox Honus. That's going to be the third on the sophomore point guard. Again, coming into this contest, Onaga was led by Huffless with 12.5 points for Ann Coulterman at 11.4. The next closest was Keegan Vinneberg at 4 in this game, but he's been held scoreless so far. Loizo works his way inside, drops it in over the top of the defense for Lane's first bucket here in the second half. He's got half a dozen as it's a 42-25 lead for Frankfort. Foul will be called inside, so now back-to-back possessions. Whistle for a foul are these Frankfort Wildcats. Last time these two teams met, Olsen, leading scorer in this game, only had 4. Here he is with 14, forces a steal, leads it up to Ty Smith, who puts it in for 2. Heck of a teamwork activity there. Defense leads to offense. And looking forward at this Frankfort team, that's what they're going to need to do. 3 ball will be missed right side by Kason Huffless. Board ripped down by Wes Anderson. Top side, Rosequist will get it going. He's the only starter that hasn't scored for Frankfort so far here in this one. Ty with it, left wing. We'll set it back up. 44-25 is our score. Let's see if Anderson pushes that up. No, 3 ball will be missed by Wes off the right wing. Already right now at his season average, he's got 13, averaging 14 on the season. Shot inside will be missed as, again, from Keegan Vinneberg. Onaga now 0 for 4 from the floor to start this third quarter to go along with 3 turnovers. Foul inside will be whistled as Tristan Kuhlman goes hard to the floor. Let's see who they call this on. Will it go on Kuhlman? It will go on Tristan. That's going to be his first personal foul. Free throws coming. Carter Olsen will allow me a 30-second break. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on KNDY.
You've reached Billy Bob's Propane. Nobody can take your call now, but somebody will get back to you sometime.
Yeah, this is Frank Jones, and I'm switching propane companies. Why? Wanklin Oil has more to offer, and to be honest, better prices. They also gave me options that fit my budget, and in case you don't remember, I called last week because I was nearly out of propane. You never called me back. I'm now out of propane.
Switching propane dealers is no big deal. Call Wanklin Oil at 1-800-794-2019. Wanklin Oil, we've had the energy since 1926.
Carter Olsen goes 2 for 2 from the free throw strike, and turnover woes continue for Onaga. They turn it over yet again. 4th one in this quarter. They've had 8 possessions, 4 missed shots, and 4 TOs. At the other end, Olsen right to the line. He's going to earn himself 2 more free throws as Carter now uber aggressive to the front of the rim. Luke Powell will pick up the personal foul, the 5'6" freshman. Again, this is a young Onaga team, only 1 senior on the roster. Jackson Coulterman having a tough season this year, came into this upstate matchup only 2-17. Their 2 wins at Northern Heights back on December 6th, then a pickup win here in the Teesdale tournament versus Washington County back on January 23rd. Carter goes 1 for 2 from the line, makes the back half of the pair. Frankfort now only 1 missed free throw in this contest as they are 5 for 6 from the stripe. Onaga is 2 for 5. Skip pass, dangerous pass is taken by Coulterman. Up and under again for Jackson Coulterman. About the 3rd time we've seen that here tonight. He starts on the left block. The lengthy 6-foot senior gets all the way across the lane and puts it up with the right hand on the little English off the glass. 3-ball Smith at the other end, off the rim, no good. But a foul will be called on Chase Stahlbalmer going for the offensive board. 2nd will be called on Stahlbalmer. Good crowd here from the Frankfort faithful. Again, there to hold on for this win. They will be out on the road, most looking likely at Lawrence Bishop Seabury Academy. Bishop Seabury got all the way to the state title or state tournament last year. They were the 2 seed in the Donovan West bracket. They took off 1-seeded Centralia 52-51 in the title. Bishop Seabury now with the leading shot blocker in Kansas high school history in Chase Honavara, now with 420 plus blocks on his high school career. He got that mark back on February 7th. So a lot of size for Bishop Seabury this year. If Frankfort is to hold on to this one, 3 ball will be missed by Coulterman, and Frankfort controls. Just to finish that thought, I was talking with a Frankfort local here who's got a grandkid who plays down at Burlingame. She said Burlingame played Bishop Seabury early in this contest. They are a beatable team, but again, that size inside really caused Burlingame some problems, as Frankfort has some size too, especially with Chase Stahlbaumer inside. Adam Schreiner takes the timeout. We'll take it with them. It's a 20-point advantage for Frankfort with 2:20 left in the third quarter. We'll be back after this.
For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer. Since 1947, the staff at Bruna Implement Company works daily to provide the best parts and service when you need it, always dedicated to their customers. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations, and they know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. With locations in Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Seneca, Hiawatha, and Humboldt, Nebraska. Stop by or give them a call today.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
My community bank has responded to the changes needed to keep my money safe and secure. They've switched to cards with the latest technology, which is safer and more secure than before. My community bank provides safety and security while staying on top of the latest banking trends.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
Out of the timeout and the inbounds pass, Wes Anderson has a little trouble with it. It'll lead to a jump ball back over to Onaga. We go. Again, this was a 2-point game at the end of the first quarter, 16-14. Frankfort opened it up 33-25 at halftime. But right now, it is a 20-point advantage for the Wildcats, 47-27. Here's a tip pass stolen away by Porter Colvin. Porter off and running to the rim, up and down for Porter Colvin's first bucket of this contest off the 5th Onaga turnover in this third quarter. This 2-3 defense, now with the 3 guards, really kind of morphs into a 3-2 defense with Smith and Colvin up top, Stahlbaumer and Rosequist down low. There's his turnover forced again by Frankfort, and here come the Wildcats. Final 20 seconds left here to go. Talking with Adam Schreiner a couple weeks ago, he said when Chase Stahlbaumer is in the game, big 6'8", we're going zone every time, and he's held to his word so far here tonight and has wreaked havoc on Onaga as they only have 2 points in this quarter. 7 on the shot clock. Ty with it left wing. Now 5. Now 3. Colvin, 3 ball. No. At the buzzer. Chase Stahlbaumer gets it up. What's going to be the call? I think they're going to call it. He kind of tipped it up on the rebound, and we're going to call it good for Chase Stahlbaumer as we go into quarter break. Frankfort leading 51-27.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of your investments. I'm Liz Warren, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can be your financial coach. We get to know you first, then figure out how to help you work towards your goals. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. Call 785-562-5533 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
F&A Construction will build it right. Call today for a quick quote if you're building, remodeling, or adding on. Enjoy your home more and increase its value with F&A Construction. They'll tackle your every project to make sure it's done right. For complete construction services, call on F&A Construction today at 292-4692. That's 292-4692.
A defensive showcase by the Frankfort Wildcats in that third quarter. They held the Onaga Buffaloes to only one shot on, give me a second here, 3-6 on 1 for 6 shooting from the floor, and they turn Onaga over 6 times in that quarter too, as well as Frankfort now pushes their lead up 51-27 going into the final 8 minutes. We near the end of this contest. We'll have a little post-game action coming up after the game. We'll take a peek at scores elsewhere around the state, as well as looking at how other teams are shaping out, as it is sub-state week here in the state of Kansas. A block inside for Tristan Kuhlman on Fred Rosequist. Rosequist, the only Wildcat now, not in the scoring column here early on, as it's been a very solid team effort from Frankfort. Wes Anderson with 13, 11 now for Ty Smith, 6 for Carter Olson, and leading the way with 17 points is Carter Olson. 3 players in double figures already. As for Onaga, it's Jackson Coulterman as he fires up a shot here to start the fourth. Misses. Frankfort has shut down the double-double machine for Onaga inside too as well. Kason Huffless, he had 7 points in the first quarter on 3 for 4 shooting. Really looked like he was going to be a problem, but head coach Adam Schreiner turned up the defensive intensity and has shut him down. Huffless still only with 7 points in this game. 51-27 is our score. 6:30 left to play. I was telling someone here early on as Honus fires up a 3, misses. Anderson pulls down the board. That after last night's girls contest, besides the 2A teams, all but one Twin Valley League team advanced to second round action, and that one team was the Washington County Tigers, who the Frankfort girls defeated. So if you want to talk about dominance in the TVL here this season, it's showing right now in postseason, including some very impressive wins from some girls teams. Clifton Klein picking up the big win over Bishop Seabury, 72-9. Axtell girls 81-16 over Tacoma. Wes Anderson unconscious from the left corner, hand in his face, drops in a triple. His 4th now on the game. As it looks like Frankfort might pull away here in the 4th. Yeah, just to finish up that thought, Colby Substate in the girls' side now has Hanover and Axtell and Lynn all in second-round action. As for this Substate on the girls' side standpoint, as Coulterman misses another shot, Centralia, Onaga, Clifton, Clyde, and Frankfort all on the top side of the bracket make it to second round. While Blue Valley girls on the bottom side make it as well. Anderson pick and roll with Rosequist. Rosequist to Olson. Beautiful post-to-post passing there for Fred Rosequist to Carter Olson. 19 now for the senior. Left corner, Jackson Coulterman dives. Inside shot, no, but 2 shots will be coming. Give me a chance to get a 30-second timeout, and we'll be back with Frankfort leading 56-27.
Every week, stay informed and connected with the Frankfort community top stories by getting the Frankfort Area News, a small-town newspaper dedicated to their subscribers, advertisers, and community. Established in 1991, the Frankfort Area News is the official paper of the City of Frankfort, City of Vermilion, and USD 380. They love hearing from their readers. If you have a story, wedding, birth, or something you think local readers would enjoy, or to subscribe, get in touch with the Frankfort Area News, 785-292-4726.
Jackson Coulterman goes 1 for 2 from the line. Again, Frankfort has only allowed 3 points here in this second half, as it was a 33-25 game at halftime. Frankfort outscores Onaga 18-2 in the third quarter. So far here, up on them 5-1. Inside, Carter Olson, continue your hot night. Misses the shot. Offensive board through the rim, through the contact, and foul shots now upcoming for Carter. It just continues to work through this line. Frankfort has been very good from the free throw line so far this evening, 5 for 6 from the stripe. As the big man for Onaga, Kason Huffless, will pick up now his second personal foul. Free throw will be off the rim. No good for Carter on his first attempt. Second one upcoming here for Olson. Bangs that one home. Solid 20 points now for Carter Olson as Onaga takes a timeout. We'll take a full 60-second with them. Frankfort Wildcats pulling away from Onaga, 57-28.
Thank you for calling Big Tech. Your wait time is approximately 25 minutes.
This Valentine's Day, break up with the big guys and fall in love with faster, more reliable internet connection with Blue Valley Technologies. It's okay for things to move fast with symmetrical speeds and no data caps. We'll always be here for you with our 24/7 technical support. If you're looking for a lasting internet connection, call 877-876-1228.
Call Parthimer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthimer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthimer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthimer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthimer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthimer Electric in Frankfort.
Whether you're buying, building, remodeling, or refinancing, your home is a major investment in your life. At United Bank and Trust, we understand how important it is to work with someone who cares. Our loan officers have the experience it takes to make the process a smooth one. Come in for a visit or start online by filling out a loan application at ubankonline.com in as little as 20 minutes. Mortgage lending with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Max Blasky back here with you on KNDY as we get fourth quarter action halfway through. Just under 4 minutes left to play in this contest. Turnover, unforced turnover by Onaga on the far side. Unofficially now, their seventh here in this half. Again, as we near the end of the contest, we'll have some little time for some post-game, so we'll take a peek at scores elsewhere around the state, take a look at how sub-state brackets are shaping up, as well as take a look at broadcast schedule here for myself. And then we'll have two more games this week before getting boys second action started next Monday. 3-ball from Porter Colvin is off the rim, no good. Again, this has been a balanced effort by a Frankfort offense that averages 53 points per game. Here they are at 57, 3 players in double figures, led by Carter Olson with 20 points. The only player not to score so far here in this one, Fred Rosequist, junior big man for the Wildcats. 3-ball from Maddox Onis. Walks into that one right in front of the Onaga bench. Drains his first bucket of the night. Again, don't want to say so far. We've still got 2.5 minutes left as Loizo misses. Chase Stahlbaum, though, puts it in on the offensive board. Don't want to say this has been a complete game by any means from the Frankfort squad, as Onaga had it within 2 at the end of the first quarter as Coulterman fires away and misses a 3. So this is a young Onaga team with one senior that has just had a tough year of it. We're going to have a substitution timeout. We'll continue on for the Frankfort Wildcats. Wes Anderson will go in. Out will come 2 seniors, Ty Smith and Lane Loizo, and Carter Olson, I believe, will find their final way to the bench here this season. Substitution in came in Chase Stahlbaum, Wes Anderson, and sub for the Frankfort Wildcats, Channing Farhall. Chase Stahlbaum on 2 attempts gets his third bucket to drop down. Now 6 points for the big 6'8" senior down low. 3-ball way off from Onaga on that one. That's an air ball from Honus and back to Frankfort's ways it's going. So I mentioned it. The season's obviously not over for Frankfort, but if they want to make a way to a sub-state championship game, they will have to do it on the road this season, as Bishop Seabury, the 4 seed, was up big on Wakefield last check. Frankfort's the 5 seed. So Frankfort will be on the road on Monday night down in Lawrence. The Stallbarner gets another shot. No dice on that one. Leads to a 3. Frankfort. Channing Farhall, the seldom used 5'9" senior, drains a triple in front of his home crowd, and the crowd let him hear it. A great job by Porter Colvin to get the offensive board and feed it to Farhall, who dropped it in for his first bucket tonight. Again, the senior possibly playing his last game here in front of the Frankfort crowd. Now we're going to have a full timeout called by Onaga with 48 seconds left. We'll take it with them. Frankfort on their way to a win, 64-31.
Landall Company in Marysville is now hiring for various positions. Excellent pay, growth potential, and outstanding benefits that include annual wage reviews, incentive bonus with 60% of profits given back to employees, attendance bonus, comprehensive insurance plan with $500 deductible, paid time off, paid holidays, 401k, and much more. Apply online at landall.com or phone 785-562-5381. EEO Vets and Disability welcome.
When caring for someone you care for, let Frankfort Community Care Home offer you peace of mind. Rooted in community and activity, your loved ones will live in a home where life is worth living. A care-first approach that's unique to each resident's likes and dislikes, needs and preferences is what sets Frankfort Community Care Home apart. With staff that will go the extra mile to enhance residents' total well-being in a loving environment, Frankfort Community Care Home continues to be a home with a heart.
Substitution 2 for Onaga, as we're going to have more walk-offs. The seniors get another opportunity here as Adam Schreiner will send Lane Loizo and Ty Smith to the bench. Carter Olson, lone senior, still left out there, as now Henry Ketter and Peyton Adams will get into the contest. As for Onaga 2 as well, senior Jacob Ronnebaum will now go to the line. No, we still got 3 fouls on a team foul. Now here we go. There goes Carter Olson, leaving this contest with even 20 points in this game. It's been a heck of a 4-year run for their seniors here for Frankfort, of course, not wanting it to end tonight. They'll get another opportunity to play Bishop Seabury coming up Saturday. A deep 3 from Ronnebaum from Onaga, misses that one, but giving the fellow senior from the Buffaloes a shot at the rim. Now a big cheer again from the Frankfort faithful as Channing Farhall will go to the bench. And I believe we will win chance come from the Frankfort crowd as this one will end with a Frankfort victory, 64-31. It was a dominating effort the entire way by this Frankfort team. Halftime it was close, 35-25. But Frankfort only allows 6 points in the second half on the way to a third victory over Onaga this season. Again, your final score, 64-31. Frankfort moves on to play second-round action of sub-state competition. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, wrap up this contest, get you ready for more sub-state action coming up the rest of the way for these Wildcats.
Trailers for You would like to remind you to give them a call to book your Hogemeyer and Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed. The yield advantages are in the data for corn and soybeans. This is Jane Studer with Trailers for You, located at the corner of Highway 9 and 99 in Frankfort. If you're wanting to upgrade to a Merit stock trailer or travel-along dump or flatbed trailer, give us a call at 785-292-4166. They're also booking your net rep for next year. Call Trailers for You at 785-292-4166. Go Cats!
Flint Hills Mechanical is a call away for your plumbing work, heating, and air conditioning. Backed up or won't drain? Call Flint Hills Mechanical. New and existing plumbing work, plus heating and air conditioning, as well as custom sheet metal service. Call on Flint Hills Mechanical. Find them on Facebook or give them a shout at 785-313-0103. Flint Hills Mechanical, Frankfort.
If your four-legged friend is in need of quality care, call on the compassionate team at the Animal Clinic in Frankfort. Their experienced team of veterinarians are dedicated to the health of your pets or herd. From routine checkups to state-of-the-art medical procedures, call the office at 785-292-4628 or schedule an appointment online at animalclinicpa.com. Treating with compassion and dedication, count on the Animal Clinic in Frankfort, where your pet's health is their top priority. If you missed your favorite team's broadcast,
far side Merck, splitting defenders, underhanded layup miss, foul whistle and a foul shot by Mia Vermetten.
or want to relive the excitement, click the Sports Podcast tab at kndyradio.com to listen back anytime.
Inside Bronson and misses, leads to a run-out. Daniel Kramer all alone. Blocked by Brandon Snelsley. At the other end, Colin Shaughnessy three. He cans it!
From the first practice to the last hoist of a trophy, all season long, KNDY has been there for over 50 years.
Burrows out front. Hardwick looks in the lane. Comes to the corner. Ebert. Far side to Ashlyn Dollinghouse in the paint. Kicks it low to Sidney Watt. Shot up and good for Sidney Watt's third field goal.
The home for high school sports coverage in Northeast Kansas is KNDY.
Inside clip, left block, up, no good. Offensive rebound, Bruna. Up, down, and one for Drew Bruna.
Just like the promo said, if you want to listen back to some good contests, either this one or Frankfort's dramatic 57-55 win last night in girls contest, double overtime game, swing on over to kndyradio.com to check those out. Frankfort boys come away with a big victory, 64-31. Again, it was a tight contest in the first quarter. Onaga kept it close. It was 16-14 through the first 8 minutes. Frankfort opened it up a little bit in the second quarter, 33-25. Still thought there was an opportunity for Onaga to make a run starting the third quarter, but the defense from Frankfort just shut down Onaga. Onaga goes 2 for 12 from the floor in the second half, turns it over 7 times, and is held to 6 points in the final 2 quarters as Frankfort outscores Onaga in the third and fourth quarter, 31-6, to come away with this 64-31 victory to move on in sub-state action. The third win for Frankfort over Onaga. Not an easy thing to do, but the Frankfort boys do it here in front of a raucous Frankfort crowd. Always one of the toughest places to play here in the TVL. Looking at final stats lines for you before we take a look at Sub-State and then get on out of here for tonight. A little bit quicker evening than we were last night. For Onaga, they were led by Jackson Coulterman with 14 points. The senior ends his year here on the floor of the Wildcats. 7 points for Kason Huffless. Again, the sophomore averaging 12.5 points, 9.5 rebounds per game. He had 7 points in the first quarter, and the defensive adjustment by head coach Adam Schreiner to shut him down. Kason Huffless then was 0 for 6 from the floor after that first quarter. He had 7 points, 5 from Tristan Kuhlman, 3 from Maddox Sonis, 2 from Luke Powell off the bench. And Onaga only goes 12 for 32 from the floor in this game, 38%. Not bad, but only shot 32 shots to get it off. Onaga also goes 2 for 7 from the free throw line with 14 turnovers in this game. Now moving our attention to that senior class and the winning class as they get their picture taken in front of the Frankfort backdrop for the last time in their high school career. Frankfort was led by senior Carter Olston, a cool 20 points for the senior, 17 to the first 3 quarters. as Wes Anderson also pitched in 16 points, 11 from Ty Smith. He had 9 of those in the first quarter and really set the tone for the Wildcats and what he'll have to do later on in the season. 6 points for Lane the Wiseau, 6 for Chase Stahlbomber, 2 for Porter Colvin, and a big triple from the senior for the Wildcats, Chase Farhall. There's my roster there with, Channing Farhall with a big 3 at the end of that contest, too, as well. Frankfort goes 25 for 53 from the floor, 47% here at home. They only turn it over unofficially. I had 3 turnovers in this game for Frankfort. Pretty darn good, as they also go 5 for 8 from the free throw line in this victory. So Frankfort moves on to 16-6. Onaga drops to 2-18. That means Frankfort will move on in this Class 1A Division I sub-state bracket. A final brought to you by Jeff Wirtz over at the TVL Sports Spotlight. Bishop Seabury pounces all over Wakefield, 79-24. So getting ready for that game if you're just joining us, too, as well. Bishop Seabury, size inside. Chase Hanavara has the state record for a blocks in career with over 420. He set that record back on February 7th. So Frankfort will have to be very diligent about being selective inside defensively and offensively, too, as well. Sometimes this Frankfort team can get shooting too many threes, but here so far tonight, it worked to their advantage. So Bishop Seabury wins. Frankfort wins. Frankfort will now be on the road Monday at 7 p.m. down at Bishop Seabury. Elsewhere around the league, Centralia and Blue Valley are tied at 46 all with 13 seconds left. Centralia, the 8 seed, Blue Valley Randolph, the 9 seed in this same bracket. Winner of that game will go on to face top-seeded Lincoln. Yet again, I think one of the most impressive things about this TVL, and it was mentioned to me, first got to get all the TVL teams out of the way so other teams can have a run at state. If it was up to me, I think a lot of these brackets would have 3 or 4 TVL teams in their midst. Basketball action does not stop here this weekend. We will be just down the road, down at Valley Heights High School, coming up Friday as the Class 2A Valley Heights girls or Blue Rapids sub-state gets going. The 5th-seeded, here we go, got to get the girls bracket. The 6th-seeded Valley Heights Lady Mustangs at 13-8 will take on Jeff County North, who is 7-12. Again, that broadcast this Friday at 7 p.m. Then we're going to come back with some Saturday action as the Axel girls are traveling out to Pike Valley to take on Pike Valley. That game actually got moved to Republic County High School, so a little closer drive for those over here east. But that game between Axel girls and Pike Valley girls will be at 7 p.m. with the winner of that game going on to championship contest. Again, though, your final score here for the boys. Frankfort boys move on with a 64-31 victory over Onaga. They will take on Bishop Seabury in the second round action Monday night down in Lawrence. Start time at 7 p.m. Reporting for KNDY Radio, this has been Max Blasky. Everyone, thank you for tuning in. We hope to see you again Friday night for more high school basketball coverage. Until then, drive home safe. Honey, leave the porch light on. We're coming home a little early. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you Friday from Valley Heights.
KNDY.